So you've done two portfolios basically. One was your graduate portfolio from university, and then this one now for your first year of teaching, which is your proficient portfolio, but they're structured quite differently. The graduate portfolio is structured against the standards, and your proficient one's been organised around evidence. So why is the difference in those two?
Yeah, so at university, I guess we learn all about the standards, and throughout your practicums, you don't have as much opportunity to gather evidence that would be, I guess, quality evidence that would show that you meet a number of the standards. Like when I did my portfolio, for nearly all the descriptors of each standard, I had some different piece of evidence that I chose as how I best met that. Whereas now that I'm teaching, for example, with behaviour management, I don't just have one behaviour management strategy I used in one lesson with one student. My positive behaviour management strategies that I display in my portfolio as evidence encompass what I did with that student in a number of situations throughout most of the year, and include working with his family and engaging with other professionals, engaging with other experienced teachers, putting into practice some of my experience that I learnt from attending professional learning. So that was one really key in-depth piece of evidence that covered a lot of the standards, whereas there's no way I would have had opportunity to do that on placement. It was more a whole lot of small things that I'd done that I put together to try and make a big picture, whereas now there's a huge picture and I'm trying to condense that down into a little summary to show what I've done.